What's up, guys? It's Stephen Howell here, coming from my home office, and I just wanted to give you guys a little 360 view. We got a really cool video in store today. I'm going to be sharing with you a free lead strategy that's really powerful for you if you're wholesaling houses, and even if you're in other aspects of real estate, whether you're an agent, broker, you rehab houses, you're a landlord looking to acquire more properties. This tip is going to be very valuable. I'm going to give you some practical ways to look at it. And then I'm going to share with you a couple of things that you're probably not doing that are very simple to do. And if you do them, this strategy over the next couple of months is going to be really powerful for you. So that's my little cliffhanger there for you. Definitely want to stay through this video. It should be less than 10 minutes. I want to keep this pretty short. So those of you who are new to my channel, welcome. Again, my name is Stephen Howell. I definitely invite you to subscribe, to browse some of the other videos on my channel, and to let me hear from you in the comments. I take time to read each and every comment, and if you get any value out of this video, if you like this video, if you don't like this video, let me know about it. Smash the like button or the dislike button if you hate this video. I appreciate you watching, you know, my videos and my content. So anyways, guys, coming to you, I got my new iPhone X, the new iPhone 10. I'm shopping right now for a vlogging camera. So this is my first video on my iPhone X. So here's a little 360 view of the home office here. Got my picture of Michael Jordan up there. My wife got that for me a little while back. And it says, let's see here. I got the reverse view around, so let me just flip around and read this. It says, some people wish it would happen, some people want it to happen, and others make it happen. Michael Jordan. Got my printer set up there, got my custom desk with my initials in it right here, SH for Stephen Howell. Got the Veridesk so I can stand part of the day, and I don't know what you guys think about this color. I was trying to go with a cool, like it's like a denim navy blue color. What I'm noticing with the videos is I used to have the walls in here white. I don't know if I like the navy blue color. Maybe you can comment below. So I'm thinking of some shelving in the background, and I like the vintage lighting. If you look up like vintage light bulbs and stuff like that, I like the vintage lighting. I'm thinking of getting the office repainted. Definitely need some more greenery in here as I have my soul fake plant here to liven up the office on my old printer stand there. So anyways, guys, that's what the office looks like here at the house. I also work a lot of my business, by the grace of God, out of a coffee shop and just really wherever I want. And I'm so grateful to do that. So anyways, enough about me. Let's talk about you and how you can generate some more leads in your business. So what we're going to talk about today is something that admittedly isn't the sexiest term, okay? But if you do this right, this is easy to do, it's easy not to do. And it's easy to do wrong, and it's easy to do not efficient. So, and this is a free way for you to generate leads in your real estate wholesaling business. Are you ready? Okay, so we're talking about networking. If people in your target market don't know about your business, they don't know that you personally, watching this video, that you exist, that your solution exists, believe it or not, you can believe this next statement or you can take it with a grain of salt. There are a ton of motivated sellers in your area right now. Okay, that may not seem to be true. You may wonder like, yeah, but how in the world am I going to find them? It just seems so tough. And I remember like when I first started my business, like generating leads seemed to be one of the toughest things, right? In reality, it's not. It's just knowing the right things to do. Then the next phase of business becomes, okay, now my phone and my email is flooded with really good leads. How do I sort and sift these to find the gems, and how do I talk to people and be super efficient with my time and set up systems and stuff like that, and how do I analyze these leads and be really disciplined and good with the numbers? That, my friend, is what takes some skill and some guidance and some coaching. And a structure to follow. But in the beginning, it feels like leads are the hardest thing. So I'm going to talk about networking. So networking is something that is free to do. It's uncomfortable because it probably doesn't come natural. Maybe you're one of the lucky few watching this video who you are naturally a people person. I'm a people person, but I can be more of an introvert. In large crowds, I'm not the most boisterous, loud, entertaining, storytelling, funniest person in the world. So the thought of like networking and telling people about my business just wasn't very attractive for me. And I don't know if you can relate. If you can, maybe comment below. However, you do in this business, you want to grow skills, okay? So it's not that you need to be shouting from a microphone, on the corner of your street blocks in your city. But there's strategic conversations that you can have, and the best way to go about it is to do it naturally. So let me give you some ideas here with networking. And I should have said this because we're 6 minutes into the video. I should have said this sooner because this is a benefit of why you should watch this. A few great connections, my friend, a few great connections and relationships, which I'm going to give you some examples in just a second, can feed you with deals for life. I can't tell you how many of my students, colleagues, friends, mentors, other people in the business, myself, who've made connections, and that one connection have served us deal after deal after deal after deal after month after month after year. So you can get fed with just a couple connections with deals for life, for months and for years to come. So let me give you a few ideas of people that you can network with. And a tip, I'm going to give you a bunch of tips, but one is that you want to do this naturally, okay? So it's not that you set like specific times on your schedule that like, okay, 2 o'clock today, I'm going to network. You should be oozing networking, and I'm going to give you a couple cool ways to do that, because a lot of times we don't do it because there's these preconceived notions called fear, and we don't really know what to say, and quite literally, we don't want to look like an idiot. Excuse my French there for saying that so bluntly, but I want to get the point across. We don't want to look foolish. We don't want to look stupid. We don't want to look like an idiot that doesn't know what they're talking about, so therefore we don't mention what we do, and we don't network. Am I right? Okay, so if you've ever felt that, I hear you, I've been there, and I get it, I want to give you confidence because naturally I can be more shy. I can be an introvert, and by the grace of God, I've been able to be very successful in this business, and it's just knowing a couple of right things to say, a few sentences, a few words. You're planting very small seeds that then grow into larger opportunities. So what if you were able in your natural course of day-to-day life to just be able to plant little seeds as you go about living? And maybe you seek out a few strategic relationships, right? So let me give you a few valuable places where you can begin networking. So you could reach out to moving companies because relocation leads are some of my favorite leads. Attorneys, probate attorneys, divorce attorneys, tax lien attorneys, bankruptcy attorneys, other wholesalers, contractors. You can drive through your area and see contractors. They see distressed houses all the time. They could potentially be a bird dog for you, okay? Title companies. Sometimes these title companies, oftentimes, they have other wholesaler deals under contract that have fallen through, and you could come in like Superman or Superwoman, and save the day. So reaching out to title companies, pest control companies, city inspectors, accountants, firefighters, your local, person at your favorite coffee shop or your Panera Bread or, wherever you eat lunch. Paper boys, we're talking biking for dollars here. Property managers in your city. Calling up landlords, right? They always have pesky rental properties. And we're living, guys, at this time in just a rental culture as, the baby boomers are getting older and millennials are getting older. Like, we just live in a debt culture where there's student loan debt, credit card debt, and just it makes sense a lot of times to rent. Not always, but so there's a lot of landlords and they always have properties that they're just sick of, that they don't want to step foot in anymore. Carpet cleaners, firefighters, policemen. So guys, what you want to do, and this is this strategy more than anything else, because it doesn't promise a guarantee return by tomorrow, and we love instant gratification. This is an easy strategy to tell yourself, I'll start this next week, next month, next year. But what happens is 99% of people, and I've made this mistake before as well, so I'm not just preaching from a mountain here, they don't ever implement this. And the biggest thing to do this is you want to be real. You want to be like just a person. So here's a few tips to make this effective. Okay, so if you've tried this before, maybe you haven't been effective, when you approach any of these situations, don't approach it as some nervous salesman like you're trying to push your agenda on people. You need to show up as a force to be reckoned with. You need to put your shoulders back, your head high, and you need to, first of all, believe that you have a lot of value as a wholesaler, as an investor in your area, and that you do a lot of marketing. You talk to a lot of people, and they're better off being in your world, okay? We don't say that arrogantly, but you need to believe in yourself. I'm giving you permission right now to believe in yourself. Finally, believe in yourself that you can do this thing, okay? And then we start acting that out. So, when you have that conversation, you are a person of value. It's cool if they have a connection. It's cool if you guys end up doing business. And it's cool if not. You already have your own stuff going on. You already have things rocking in your mind, right? You already have enough things going on. So almost you have the attitude of if you could care less, but you're just curious, you're just tossing it out there, and just do it in your own way, your own goofy personality, and that's perfect. So what's one way that this would look? Let's say you are, I don't know, maybe you're taking an Uber somewhere. Maybe you're grabbing coffee. Maybe you're getting tacos at the local taco shack. Maybe you are calling up some landlords or a title company or an accountant or an attorney or whoever. And you're actually having the conversation to say, hey, my name's Steven. I just wanted to, reach out to you. This is kind of a shot in the dark. But, or let's say you're sitting in Uber, you're at the local taco shack, you're getting coffee. Say, hey, this is kind of weird. Be silly about it. This is kind of weird, but, I'm just tossing this out there. I buy houses here in the local Charlotte area, the local Houston area. My partners and I were looking to pick up another property by summer. So you always, and at the time of this video, I realized this is going to be up on YouTube, and, there's all, you're probably going to see this at many different times, but use something that's like 60 days out, 90 days out, a month out. People relate with time references. So, this video is being posted at the end of April, right? So I'd say, hey, we're looking to pick up another property by like June, first part of summer. I'm looking for some extra eyes and ears around town. We do a ton of marketing. We got a lot of stuff going on. No pressure, no nothing. But if you know of anybody, do you know of anybody that's looking to sell for a little bit of a discount? And here's what you want to do next, okay? Their immediate fear is that you're a scam artist or you're just going to rip people off. So what do? We address that with the truth. And the truth is, we do our due diligence and we don't just make lowball offers. There's so many times I'll tell people, hey, it's probably not the best fit. You might want to list it with a realtor. Here's what it would look like for a cash price. We always look at what sales are in the area and stuff like that. So you're just simply letting them know, hey, we always make fair offers. We do our due diligence. It doesn't matter if the house needs a lot of work, a little bit of work. We're super interested. We make direct offers. We don't have to get a loan. So it saves people on closing costs and commission. But anyways, Bobby, I just thought I'd toss that out. Here's my card. Here's my cell. I tell you what, if you refer us anything that we can buy, and we're looking right now, I don't know, take a picture of my face, take a picture of this business card, hold on to this number. In all seriousness, I will toss you $1,000. I'll toss you $1,000. Heck, if it's a really good lead, I'll toss you $2,000 when we close on it. And a lot of times we close on it in 10 days or less. So I just thought I'd make the connection. If you want to throw out my business card and laugh at me when I get out of the car, that's totally cool. But I just thought I'd mention it. I'm just spreading the word. And notice how when I'm doing that, like I already could care less, right? Like I'm not desperate. So that's the biggest thing. So you answer the question they're having in their mind, which overcomes fear. You're doing it based out of curiosity and not out of desperation. And you're spreading the word, and you do it with energy and enthusiasm. Man, here I am at 16 minutes in this video. I need to wrap this up. So you do it with that energy and enthusiasm, and you spread the card. And then what you do, which no one does, is you actually follow up with them in a couple weeks. You call them, right? Especially if you exchanged information. You might even ask them for a cell phone number. That might be a little weird, but if you do somehow have their information, or let's say it's a carpet cleaner, a paper boy, a pest control company, city inspector, title company, any type of attorney, you are going to have their number. But if it's an Uber driver or, a coffee clerk, you might not have their number. But get creative, right? Get creative, get resourceful. Actually call them a month later. Hey, Bobby, I was thinking about you. It's, Steven, I don't know if you remember me. I called you up. I let you know we were trying to buy properties by June. What's going on, man? Have you heard of anything? I got $1,000 here for you. Like, refer me some business. So anyways, and again, being silly there, but just giving you that idea. And then so most people don't follow up. And then the other thing that a lot of people don't do, which I encourage you to do, is to track this. I want you to start out by talking with one person a day for 30 days, okay? I want you to do this for the rest of your business. And I know people who have built $1 million, 7-figure businesses, and all they started doing was doing this once a day and then twice a day, and then they just never broke the chain. So you may or may not have heard of the Jerry Seinfeld strategy, and I'm going to leave you with this in the video. And then, by the way, guys, if you love this tip, if you like this tip, if you've gotten any value out of this, any ideas, be sure to smash the like button. That way, I can see your feedback, and then this video can get promoted a little bit, because I want people to know this. A lot of people don't do this, and it's free. If you've yet to make your first deal, there's no reason why you're not doing this, okay? So it's a choice. So I want you to understand, and this might be a little harsh, but I just believe in being honest. You can choose to do this or not do this, and if you don't do that, realize that that's a choice, and there's money that you're leaving on the table. So anyways, do this as your natural way of life, as you go to the dentist, as you go to the doctor, as you take an Uber, as you go out to lunch. And then set specific times in your schedule where maybe you call a couple of the other parties that I mentioned, and just be willing to put yourself out there. You might look stupid, but after a while, you're going to look smart because you're going to be getting leads and doing deals. So anyways, where was I going? Jerry Seinfeld strategy. That's right. So people ask Jerry Seinfeld, how did he become one of the world's best comedians? One of the most famous comedians. He's still getting those royalty checks from, Seinfeld. And how did he get so good at writing jokes? Well, he said he started writing jokes every single day. And I don't know if you saw his documentary on Netflix where he has saved all of his jokes from back in the 70s even. And he would put a red X on the calendar when he wrote a joke. And then literally he would just never break the chain. He would just keep doing it every single solitary day. What if you did this and you just talk with someone for 30 seconds while you're getting a haircut, for 2 minutes, and you talked with one person a day, and your goal was to give out your information, your business card, to have that couple of sentence conversation, the couple of sentences once a day, 7 days a week, 30 or 31 days a month for the rest of this year. If you do that, which maybe 1% to 5% watching this video will actually do it. A lot of people will say, yeah, this makes sense. And this is hard, guys, because it takes discipline. But if you can get yourself to do this, you can get yourself to build a 6 and 7 figure business because it's the same discipline, okay? So I want you to do this, okay? And if you'll start telling people and oozing your solutions and how you can help people and get really comfortable with the services that you offer and being okay with not being able to help everybody and being able to refer other people like realtors business, being able to refer estate sale companies or clean out companies or recommend contractors, you're gonna start building your network. You're gonna start, forming relationships with these contractors and attorneys. And like I said, it just takes a couple connections and you can have a referral source for life. This is one of the most valuable lead strategies, but it's the least sexy. And we all like sexy stuff, right? We all like sexy stuff. This is the least sexy. But it's those who are willing to put in the work that reap amazing rewards, okay? So that's my challenge for you. Order on Amazon a little wall calendar. I used to have a huge wall calendar. I don't have it up anymore. And put a red X for every day you do this. And I want you to track it for the next 30 days every day. And if you put a big 0, that you made 0 connections, that you talked to 0 people, I say this lovingly, but I hope that 0 haunts you a little bit that day. It should hurt a little bit. Where if you put a red X or a check mark, you should feel good about that. Keep doing that, guys. It takes like hardly any extra time out of your day, and it's free. And do it as your natural course of life. And then also implement some of the other lead strategies you've seen in my videos. And you don't know how quickly this business can really take off for you. A lot of people watching my channel also have already done deals and they're killing it. And you know this to be true, right? So anyways, guys, this is one piece of it, right? Getting your inbox and getting your phone flooded with high quality motivated seller leads. There's a lot more that goes into it that I don't have time to discuss in this video, okay? There's a lot more that goes into it as far as filtering the leads, talking with the leads, getting them under contract, bringing buyers in. Feel free. I've given some of my best content over on my site, productivewisdom.com. I have a ton of goodies. I offer a free strategy call. Feel free to opt in there. I strongly encourage you to do so. I share with you some of my other best lead sources. But if you guys want a deep dive on this, I'm just going to give you the 2 ways that I can help you. Number 1 is through one-on-one personal mentoring. I only do this for about 10 people or a dozen at a time. I only have a spot or so left right now because I just took on a new wave of students. But if you're interested in working with me for a year, I charge among the cheapest prices for true mentoring one-on-one. But it's still not cheap because you work with me for a year and we literally partner up for your first 5 deals. Get more information at stephenhowellmentoring.com. You'll have to apply for the mentoring because I want to actually get to know you and how I can help you personally and make sure that we're a good fit. And then you can click the one-on-one elite mentoring program. It's a tab on Stephen Howell Mentoring. And read through that page because I want you to have a clear picture of what the mentoring is and what it isn't, because I'm very big on expectations and just clarity. The other way, which everyone watching this video, I highly encourage you to start here, especially if the mentoring is out of your price range. I designed the best wholesaling program on the planet, in my humble opinion, with everything from start to finish. And I focus on large spread wholesale deals, 10 to 25,000, with a very small budget, $0 to $100 to $200 a month. Every resource, every contract, the right strategies that make sense where you're not spending $1,000 or $2,000 a month on postcards, going after absentee owners, which everybody else and their mother is going after. when you don't even know what the heck you're doing, wasting money on Google PPC when you don't know what you're doing. I focus on building this business right and teaching you the real skills and making sure you're not overwhelmed. I used to charge $1,000 for this course. I charge $497. In the link in the description, if you go to my wholesaling course, my program, and click on that, I want you to read the page because I list out what's included in every module. A ton of people, as I've been talking about it a little bit more on these YouTube videos, have started in it and are getting great results. I've had this program for a little bit now, but I've been investing a lot of time with some new videos, and it's just extremely detailed. I designed it originally to be a $1,500 course. So anyways, I'm not going to say any more about that, but I encourage you to click the link, to go check it out, and to purchase it, to get inside the course so you can stop second guessing yourself and you can have a game plan. If you liked this video, what if you had about 80 other videos like this that are a little bit shorter than this that told you exactly what to do in almost every situation you could possibly think of? And you didn't have to search all over the internet or ask a million people. All right, guys, my goal of making a 10-minute video has failed. This is a 27-minute video, but I hope you got a lot of value in it. If you did, please subscribe to my channel, like this video or dislike it, comment below.